Well, shout the cock out, folks. What's happening, Johnny? You lying a hobo deep host. My boy Hootie over here. Can you see him? He's chilling like a villain with his Ken Smith BT Custom 5. All right, today we're looking at, I had a great subscriber, and I said great subscriber, sent me his bass, and it looks like an 88 Gill bass. Very interesting bases, y'all. They are very interesting. I had owned, look, had owned, look, had owned, several of them. White. I think I had a white one, a black one, and I don't know if I had a blue one or not. This is a blue one. All right, so let's look at it. All right, as you can tell, he's been playing it. That's what he's supposed to do. Look, that's what you're supposed to do. Play it. All right, so I already looked inside of it, took the back cover off. And it's loaded with EMGs, just stock EMGs is what it is. Basically, if you look at it, it just has 3 pots and a wire. All right, that doesn't mean it's straight EMGs. That doesn't mean that. It's got a tube, but these are just regular pots. And of course, you can look at them, and we can see that the pots are loose. Look at it. Watch this. You can see that the pots are loose. So I know he was having issues with that. He ain't got to tell me that. And the EMGs is in it are the 80s. The 80s EMGs, which is really cool. The bass is really cool, but if you look at the neck, you can tell it's been played a whole lot. Look, a whole lot. Here's the headstock on it. All right, this is the. Now, normally they came with a different headstock. This might be one of the early 70s joints. Serial number is the BE102. So I got to look that up. It might be one of the early 70s joints. Got a lot of war paint on it, but we're gonna bring it back to life. I don't know if I'm gonna change the preamp. I don't know if he wants to change the preamp, because a tone monster will be killing in this jost. I said jost. A tone monster be killing in this joint. But then again, a good cleaning, a recon, good fretboard, good, take the fretboard and clean that and carry it to the, back to the original state. And clean all the tuners and bridges and stuff like that. Buffer down. I think she'd be sweet. Almost sweet. But she'll be sweet. Man, this and it's made in USA, so it's a USA model. I can't wait to get on this, man. I can tell he been beating on the frets a lot, but we're gonna take care of all that for him. And you know what? I don't know if I got any, but I think I do. I like to hear in this bass, Tone Monster PJ setup. Be killing, but me being authentic, I just want to leave stuff in it like it is. Because I think the bass sounds amazing, like it is. It sounds kind of dead right there because, it's been played to snot. I said snot. That's a bad word. I sorry. It's been played a lot. So, and I think in the late 80s, early 90s, or mid 90s or something like that, Fender took it over and bought them out. And I think they changed the name to Demons or something like that. But this is the real deal. This is the real deal. Not deal, but deal. This is the real deal. Man, this joint is nice. You know why it's the real deal? Is that a word, deal? Because it's got Grover tuners on it, man. See the Grover's name on it? And this is a palette. This is a real palette. Gill palette. That's really cool, man. This is a cool bass. So let's take her apart and take her to the meat. All right, first thing you want to do, and this is the part where a lot of people can't stand to look at. And what part is that, Johnny? You'll see in about a half a second. This is the part where a lot of people can't stand to look at. Well, Normally, I loosen the strings up like this. Loosen them up just a little bit. Just a little. Just loosen them up. Loosen them up. Loosen them up. Loosen them up. And then I get my trusty cutter. And I go to town on them, man, like this. Yeah, they got medicine for that. Look, sleep. It's called sleep. So we get all the strings off. And the main thing we start doing after that is woo, woo. See, all this stuff goes into a place called trash. I got a nice can. Oh, excuse the hand. I got a nice can right there. I dump it every day. Woo! Loving it. Okay. Eyes back. All right. So the next thing I want to do, because I want to show you guys what I do in the shop. Let's put this over here so you can really see it. I don't want to keep covering, but this way you can see exactly what I'm doing, what the brother's doing. All right. The next thing I want to do is I come to the back of the bass. Look, like it's a front and a back, and then I just sort things apart. One thing would be the bridge, and I have a bowl. Oh, then Mr. B came out the hole. I have a bowl that has some cleaning solution in it. It smells nice too. Got the whole shop smelling real nice. Look, real nice. All right, first of all, we need to get all this. We need to get all of this dirt off this bridge. And how you'll do that? When it's years and years and years of dirt. So you put it in this solution with a little touch of Clorox to sanitize it. See, I took the bowl out of the kitchen. I didn't take it out. The queen gave it to me. She allowed me to have it. Look, just don't tell her. All right, so I take a little bit of this. This is called Clorox. And I have cleaning solution in it, and I put a little bit of Clorox in it. And what that Clorox do, it's going to start bringing that dirt down. All right? And sanitizing. And then I start taking the knobs off. So I had to look at the knobs. First thing I want to do is turn the knobs all the way around. By turning them all the way around, it tells me they don't have no screw in them. So I can just pop them right off like that. Throw them in the solution. Then the next thing I want to do is take the neck off. 4 bolts on this one. So you guys want to hang out with me this morning? All right, I'm gonna just take this bass apart right in front of you. Okay, hi there. I want y'all to also know there's a lot of great things happening that's not getting happen. Look, I said a lot of great things happening that's not getting happen. One of them is your boy right there don't help me do nothing. He just stand and look. And you like, who does that? Hootie. Does nothing, man. He calls himself supervising. That's about all he's doing. As you can tell, I'm taking stuff apart, you know, and I'm dropping into that solution. Now the neck is off. Now, normally on necks like this, you have a stamp mark right here that tells you the date of the bass. Or you will have it right here that tells you the date of the bass. By looking at this, I ain't got neither one. So we're going to put the neck over here. Now, next thing I want to take off is the strap lock. All right, that goes in there. You hear me dropping stuff, so that means it's going in the canister. In the canister. That goes in the canister. All right, what's the next thing I want to take off? Well, I ain't got back there yet. So next thing I want to do is check the numbering on the head, on the body stock. And it says, it looks like 1990, either I'm looking at 1998 or either 1990, I'm going to say 1998 or PPB. I don't know what that says, y'all. One time it looks like 1993, 1998. I don't know. You figure it out. Because me personally, I don't know. All right, so the next thing I want to do is go to the back of the base. And well, let's stay in the front. And the next thing in the front is just to take the pots off. Because what we're going to do, we're going to take this base apart and we're going to clean it. All right. I use my trusty. Now, most of these pots, this is a 11 millimeter socket, long socket. No, I didn't make it long socket. Socket is long. I didn't make it. I know my last name is long, but I didn't make it. All right, so we're gonna take all this off, let it fall. So you say, are you gonna put the screws and stuff? And no, I got a whole bucket of screws over there, brand new. So I just put them out there. Or if the customer wants to keep it authentic, I take these screws and I take these washers and I hold them in my hand like this and throw in the bucket. Now, everything is loose now. What's the next thing I want to do? All right, so I can see that each pickup has a battery. You know what I'm saying? Not a battery. I'm sorry. Each pickup have a hot wire, which is a red wire. So I just take each individual thing. If I don't really want to take the pickups out, I can leave them in, and I can do this. Stack everything back down in the bottom like this. Because later on I gotta look at these pots and see if they're okay. I'll take the cover. This is right here, and I could tell that I already started covering the cover up. So I'll just put tape on the cover like this. The first thing I want to do is sign the cover. I don't know what my super pen is, but I'm gonna use this pen for right now. All right, so I signed the inside of the cover. No, I don't do it with a pen. I usually do it with a little scratcher. All right, so I take it to let you know that I worked on your base. You go inside your cover, and you'll see Hobo Depot, and then you see the date, 2021, and then I signed it authentically. You better use that word like you wanna, authentically. They were like, dude, don't wear it out. Okay, I won't wear it out authentically. Tomorrow I'm gonna learn a new word, maybe super authentically. So I do this because this base has to be buffed. So I do all this. So this won't get scratched up. A lot of times I won't even cover it because I'll buff that too. And I put it on like this, and I take my screwdriver, maybe a little shorter than this one, and I find my screw holes, and then I tighten them down in there because I don't want to lose them. I don't want everyone to lose the screws. So I usually keep everything together. Oh, are y'all hear that video that's on? That's a video that's on. So for a couple of days I've been looking at Soul. It's a cool video. I think everybody should check it out. Definitely musicians. Check that joint out, man. It's pretty decent. Jamie Foxx does a great job. He really does. And all the other actors too. But you know, everybody's know Jamie as being a great musician and actor too. Alright, so I got all the screws nailed down so I won't lose them. Now, I could take these out or I can leave them in. I'm going to go ahead and leave them in unless the customer tells me, hey, I want to change the pickup. I normally leave it in. So now, this base is ready. The body is. So I take the body and I set it over here out of the way. Or normally I hang it on a rack. I have a rack that I special design. Yeah, you special design? Yeah, I have a rack that I specially designed. And what you do is, anybody can make it, but what you do is you go inside your closet and you just get a hanger. And you bend it. Look, I'm gonna show you. Cause to a lot of people, this is gonna be really hard to do. All right. This is a clothes hanger. All right. I have hooks up there on the ceiling. I take the clothes hanger and I stretch it out like this, and then I take the end of it and I curve it around like this, and I can stick my base in it. And it, you know, I ain't got to worry about it falling. Then see, the holes are the same size as the hanger. Well, I'm showing y'all some inventions now. Don't try to pat my joint, man. Ladies, gentlemen. All right, so now I have a hanger. So I just take it outside, hang it outside, and get it ready for buffing. Cause I got special. I have outside. I have special nails. I got special nails that you take the nails and you take a hammer and you put them inside a board and they hang. Whether y'all know or not, I'm showing y'all some stuff this morning. All right, so now we're gonna take out. There's two ways I can do this. I'm gonna do it 2 or 3 ways. You can use one of these that fits right on it. This is the correct one. This is a 15 millimeter, or you can take a crescent wrench. Either or, we're going to take these out. Crescent wrench will go on the side like this. Make sure it has a sleeve on it, and that way you can just screw it right off. All right. The only thing about using a crescent wrench is it may hit your body or the neck, and it may put a little ding in it, so you don't want to do that. Or you do it from the top like this. See that? Do it from the top. That is if you ain't got no look, you ain't got no right tool. You ain't got no right tool. So you do it from the top. That way you don't hurt the body. And you gotta be careful with that. So I just normally use this. Because you just go right down on it and twist it. And just twist it. Keep twisting until it comes off. Twist, twist, twist all the morning. Twist, twist, twist in the morning. Twist, twist, twist in the morning. Now, on the back of these, you see little screws. You got to take those little screws out. Now, when you take them out, you have to be careful. Because if you lose them and you ain't got no more, you got to go to the hardware store and get some. All right. So I usually take the screws out like this. See how dirty they are? Can you see this? All right. See how dirty they are? I just throw them in a little canister over there with the solution in it. Take all that dirt and nastiness off. All everybody else's skin and sweat and dirt and case dirt. Look, I said case dirt. What is case dirt? You know, dirt in the case. Lint, sweat, stuff. I'm glad you guys are with me this morning. It's kind of cool. I'm normally in here struggling alone because other people don't want to help me. I ain't calling no name, Hootie. All right, so once I take the whole thing comes right out just like this. Once I take it out, I put everything back on together. A lot of times, I may label them. What do you mean? I may take a little scratch and go like, this is a D. Then I drop in the solution. And once you drop in the solution, you let it sit. I let my solution sit for like a day or so. You know, after a day, woohoo! After a day, anything will be clean, especially in Clorox and then cleaning solution. You'll be clean. You'll be like wrinkled after a day. There you go. Or half a day. Sometimes I give it, a half a day. Or if it's a rush job, I give it at least an hour to sit into solution. And take the, it gets to dead skin. And a lot of times I just heat water and put Dawn in it. Dawn takes oil off. If you take it off the back of a duck, you know what to do for your stuff. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. When you say hot water, how hot the water should be, touchable, But if you got something that's really, really dirty and gunky and old, you might want to boil it. I mean, put some heat on it and then put some Dawn in it, and then take it, and let it sit. I'm gonna tell you that Dawn's gonna take it off. Now, this has a different roller. This is a tree. That's the tree that came off it. All right, you just throw it right in there with it. Now, right now you have a base neck. Basically a base neck with nothing on it. Now you can also see the dirt, all right, that's on the board from years and years and years of playing. All right, next thing I want to do, since I got it like this, is I go to my rocker. And my rocker is going to tell me exactly what's going on with this neck. Here's my rocker. When I say rocker, this is a rocker. Now I lay the base down flat on my bitcheroo here, and I start right at the top where the nut is, and I rock the third. I rock from 1 to 3 like this. I lay it down on the fret. If the fret don't rock, I'm good. I go front, I go one side, in the middle, and then I go down, I go to my second fret, do the same thing. Go one side, half, and I do that all the way up the neck. So we can do that all the way up the neck. And when I find a bad spot, I take my trusty ink pen, and it's not an ink pen, it's a what they call a felt pen. I take my pen here, this pen, and I mark where it's high at. If it rocks in that area, I mark it. And a lot of times it's just not much. You don't rock much. I'm going all the way up to now. I'm glad you guys taking time. It's about 25 minutes, man. You guys been with me. I don't want to rush anything, but I just want it. Okay, well, we're still going. I figured 25 minutes, I can cut y'all off. And I mark it where it's bad at. I don't mark the whole fret, just where it's bad at. That way I know I gotta tackle that part right there only, because you don't want to sit there and cut into the whole fret. That comes when you polish it and stuff like that. So what you see the marks? Those are the frets that's high, and that's where they're high at for me. And now I have to take this and then file them down. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I got 30 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. Shout out to Kaka, Johnny Long, and Hobo Depot. Thanks for coming back. Peace.